Well, greetings everyone, this is Larry from Rushing Forward Adventures back to you today. A little dark on this side, but we're here today to see if this lower radiator hose I got will fit in place of this. Now it means this is a coolant heater. It doesn't work anymore, and best I can figure it was an add-on. Didn't come from the factory on the old Fordson Major here, Dad's old tractor. So I'm gonna have to come up with a plug for this, which I think it's pipe plug, but any rate, best I can figure, this lower radiator hose, which is quite brittle, is what's leaking, because you can see down here the antifreeze is drained out of it. So this is what we're going to do today. I have a couple viewers that were wondering about this. I don't know if you can see it right here, but I got my hand on it. This is a decompression lever, and when you push this down, it holds open the valve so there's no compression, so you can get the motor turning. And then when you get it going pretty rapidly and so forth, you pop it up, and that's when it starts firing. I guess some of the tractors in some of the other countries don't have that lever, but this one came with it. Now, this was built in England, so not sure. Also not sure if it's I thought it was a 54, but it might be a 53 or 52. I can't get really so far I've been unable to get the accurate information on that. But for now, what we're going to do is try to get this lower hose off and see what we can do. So I don't know if I can set you up here to where you can see, or how this is going to work. I think that'll work for us today. Don't know if you can see this or not, but boy, she's I'd say she's been on there a while. Gonna have to get a different kind of screwdriver for that back in there. She's a little brisk today with that wind blowing. Certainly hope you can see. But well, I accidentally shut the camera off there momentarily. which I don't know if you can see, but I got it loose, but that hose ain't coming off without a fight. Ain't gonna come off without a fight. So got it slid down quite a ways on that radiator neck, so that's going to make it difficult with that damaging that radiator. That much I can tell you. Yeah, well, this upper part of the hose is already tore. Well, fighting it. Yeah, let's get this off. Well, there's a little bit of coolant in it. So this, what we'll do. Okay, well that's the tank heater that doesn't work. So as you can see, I got down to this, but I got to get that right there freed up and loose. And this clamp should be loose, but it don't act like it is. There it did. It turned. Problem of it is that clamp was right into this bracket. The screw part of the clamp, which is somewhat causing issues. So needs to be looser than it is, but apparently that's ain't gonna cooperate. Well, as you can see, I got that band clamp back. Now over the swell, but see that hose goes all the way up to that radiator. So it's going to be difficult to get that broke loose. In the effort to try not to break this radiator or damage it in any way. What I did is cut me a slot so I can try to peel this old hose loose from around the spout without damaging it, which, as you can see, it's stuck well to I'm going to see if I can get my knife in there and cut that up closer to the end. Well, I think I sheared it, but can't really get in there to cut it. We'll see here. Yeah, she's come loose. I think I'm running out of drain pan all of a sudden. I thought she was pretty well empty, but apparently not. She's still draining. All right. Well, there she is. There she be. And as you can see right there is a bad spot that I actually think it was leaking out of. It was on the inside, so it was difficult to see, but I could feel it. So now we will see if this hose is even close to fitting. I'm thinking that it goes on something like this. Which it looks like it will fit. Had to order that from Steiner Tractor Parts. Okay, it looks like I'll be able to stretch that over that neck and stretch it over that neck. Alrighty. Well, we have us a hose. And that be how she goes on. This side's going to be a little tougher because it's got a The old hose was flared a little bit more. So before I get that slipped on there, we're going to see if we can find some clamps that are halfway decent. This one don't look terrible. Oh, it's only about 1/4 inch pipe thread going into that, so that's just a 1/4 inch plug. I'm talking about where the block heater line went to. That's pipe thread, national pipe thread, which we call national pipe thread anyway. So let me see if I got another clamp, because I'm not going to use that. See what I can locate, because I don't see anything right handy. So I'll bring you back when I find some clamps to put this on, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Thanks for watching. Well, folks, I had a little bit of a snafu. I don't know if you can spot it yet, but that little fitting in the side of the thermostat housing that had that extra hose on it, it didn't come out, it snapped off. I did get the hose on. I didn't tighten the clamps because I would like to get a good clamp up here, but that's all I could find. I'd rather get a better clamp down there, but that's all I could find here. So I found an easy out, but as soft as this fitting metal is up there and as thin as it is, I don't know if this is gonna work. I have my suspicions it's not. I did stick a screwdriver in there to see how far, because I was worried about meeting the sensor bulb for this is a coolant temperature bulb for the coolant temperature gauge, beeswax bulb, but old style stuff. Any rate, well, like I said, this hose does fit, it's tight, and I put regular band clamps on, and I'll probably run this around like this so that it gives me as much clearance between the belt and the hose as possible. And I got that slid on far enough. It's not all the way against the radiator like the old one, but I'd prefer it not be. If I got to take it back off, I can get it back off. So the endeavor now is to see if we can get that little sleeve out of there without damaging more. I don't have well, it's biting on it now, but it's just so thin. It's just so thin. I mean, I'm not worried about cracking the cast iron, but I am worried about messing too much with the threads. Well, I got a pipe tap at home. I can always bring out a pipe tap. I got the easy out in there. That's a spreader type. It'd almost be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. I may have to. It's gripping on it, but is this style here, it pulls it up the flute, and if it does, it expands it out and just makes it that much harder. So you don't want to be giving right now. So I'll bring you back with what I decide. I may just do this another finish this up another day. I am because I sure don't want to damage anything more. And this looks like this might have had a tachometer on it at one time or another. Doesn't have one, but it's got a tack lead on it. Well, folks, not looking good for the home team here. With that easy out, I cannot. I can get it to bite on there. It just stretches it out more and more. It just makes it tighter instead of taking it loose. So I'm going to have to step back, regroup. I think I'm going to probably bring my tap and my drill set from home and drill this out a little bit, and then retap it 1/4 inch pipe thread. And so while I'm going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and get actually new hose clamps for up here and down there for the old Fordson Major. I just don't, there's no use doing it half-assed, I guess I should say. Well, we'll do it right. That looks like that hose is gonna work, and I'm pretty sure I got it on the right direction. A lot better than the old hose, even though it's, look at that tap that they had for that. That must have been a special made hose just for the coolant heater, which is, I mean, back in the day, I guess that's how they did things. New coolant heaters, they just get you a little sleeve that fits in the hose, and that's how it taps in. Then of course you find another place at the point on the block. But all right, sorry, can't go any further today. I will probably just go ahead and leave the tools out, lock up the boxes and so forth, and see what I can come up with at home, and come back out here another day. It's a little cool today, even though it's supposed to be 60 degrees. It sure don't feel like it with that wind howling. That wind is blowing good. See, you see them windmills are just a hollering at her. Them's a swinging and moving quite rapidly. So, all right, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you back when I get her done. Thanks a lot. Well, I'm back. I decided just to go ahead and see what I could get done. I've got to want to drill that out and retap it, because I brought, as you can see, I brought clamps. I brought this is a little different easy out than this one. You can see that it's a little bigger. I don't know if it'll catch it without pulling it so bad or not, but we'll see. There's not a convenient place to put you so you can watch, at least entirely. So we're going to try that first. I go drilling and tapping. But we'll see. I think that's just too far in there to, I don't know if they put Loctite, or is it just because it's just been in there so long. I think it's been in there so long. No, that is not going to work. So we will drill and tap. And I just I think I'll put just a little bit of grease on this to grab the shavings so they don't go in the cooling system. As you can see, I put a little bit of grease on the flute of the drill to so, all right. Oh, I must have done that just right. I must have got all that fluid out of there because that 1/4 inch pipe tap screws right in there. Well, now that's awesome. Yeah, look at that. Well, I did hit that a little bit, but hopefully I didn't break that beeswax bulb that goes down in there. But at any rate, now that's done. Now all I got to do is find me a pipe plug. I'll bring you back when I get further along. I'm gonna go ahead and change these clamps too, because I got clamps now. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. Well, folks, I'm back. As you can see, I started refilling the antifreeze as it drained out. Found a pipe plug and put better good clamps on it. I put some about a gallon in it. Finished filling it with what I got. I thought we had some antifreeze out here, but I was mistaken. Since I don't want to dilute it with water, I'll just go with what we got till I can get some. Yeah, it's not up in the neck, so it's down just a tad, but I don't see her leaking down there anymore. So I do believe we have the leak fixed. So this is well, so the project lower hose on Fordson Major has been completed, with a few other items. I will get some antifreeze and mix some up, because I normally buy the concentrate, I don't buy the pre-mix. And for now, I'll just leave that like it is. That way, if I forget and do start it, at least I put about 2 gallon in it. A gallon and 3/4. I don't know how much the system holds, but that pretty much is everything in that drain pan. So and I sure don't leak it. I don't see it leaking. So I think we have that curbed. So, alright, like I said, project lower hose on the Fordson Major, Dad's old tractor, completed. And until the next video on the old Fordson, when I come back out and get her started again, I didn't bring anything with me today to start it. Didn't bring anything today with me to start it, so we'll get it another day. Project Fordson Major lower hose completed. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you like. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.